In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Compass to create an assessment calendar that you can stick up in your room or maybe on your fridge to remind you of all the assessment tasks you have and when they're due in. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using Kira McWilliams' homepage, but you obviously will be using your homepage. So the first thing that you need to do is look along the top here at these tabs. Now you won't have quite as many tabs as what I have, but you will have some of the key ones. You'll definitely have your dashboard tab, you'll have your schedule, you'll have your learning tasks, you'll have attendance, and you'll have reports. The one that we're going to be using today is the learning tasks tab. So if you click on learning tasks, you can see that it organises all the learning tasks according to their date when they're due and also according to the subject. So for Kira, we're looking at biology. This is for last year, and we're looking at the dates that they're due down here for biology. Move down and we're looking at English, and we're looking at the tasks here and when they're due over here. Now for a whole year you're probably going to be looking at more than one page, so you can either click to the second page, or I find it more useful to just increase the number of assessment tasks that can be shown on one page so you can easily scroll up and down. So I just increase it to 50, and then you can scroll up and down through all the assessment tasks and all the subjects. There's a couple of things that you should be aware of, icons that you should be aware of over on the side. So this icon here indicates for those tasks that have been handed in, whether they were handed in on time, or if you get this yellow tick, it was received, but it was received late. And if you get this cross, it's overdue, it hasn't been received by the due date. You can also see this one here. Now this particular teacher didn't want an online submission, so they have not clicked that, so you can't submit online. Whereas this teacher has enabled online submission and is probably asking for you to submit online. Now some teachers won't want you to submit online because maybe they're using Turnitin, or maybe it's a hard copy that they require. That is up to your teacher, and they'll let you know one way or the other. Here it shows whether the grading is visible to students and parents, and that should always be clicked on. You should be able to see the grades that your teacher puts in, and your parents should as well. If you move over here, learning tasks visible to students and parents, again that should always be clicked on so that both you and your parents can see it. This is quite an interesting one over here. Learning tasks will not be included in semester reports, or learning tasks will be included in semester reports. So the ones that aren't being included in your semester reports are what we call formative tasks. They're tasks that you might get a grade for, and you might get feedback for, saying how well you did, but that grade does not actually contribute to your final grade. Having said that, if for some reason, illness, special provisions, or whatever, a teacher needs to predict a grade for you, certainly your formative work is very important in allowing teachers to do that. So now I'm going to show you how you use this information to set up your assessment calendar. Now at the moment, your assessment tasks are all organised according to your classes and then the due date. When you're creating the assessment calendar, it might be more useful to have them organised in chronological order, so the order that they are due in. So to do that, you go up here to this tab that says Turn Off Class Grouping and click on that. Once you do that, it will order all your tasks in the order that they are due in. Then it's simply a matter of transferring this information here, the name of the task and the subject that it's in, and the due date, into the assessment calendar. Now the obvious question here is, why would you bother transferring all this information from Compass onto a paper calendar when it's all stored in Compass? What's the point? Well, I found, and many people find, that it's really handy to have the information in more than one place. And in particular, somewhere where you're going to definitely see it every day. So for me, when I was at school, I would have it pasted on the back of my door. So as I open my door to go out in the morning, I would see the calendar. I'd know exactly what I have due that day or when my next assessment task is due. For some people, it might be better stuck above their desk. For others, it might be the kitchen fridge, in the kitchen on the fridge, so that your parents also know and they can remind you. Yes, all the information is on Compass, and I highly recommend that you check Compass every day and keep track of your assessment tasks that way, but it's always good to have it done another way as well. So your teachers will either print off assessment calendars for you to fill it out by hand, or if you've got access to computers, they'll let you do it using Word, and then you can print it off at the end. Personally, I prefer to print it off because my handwriting's not that neat and I can fit more information on the calendar. But that's up to you.